Lord Eddard Stark leaves the only home he has ever known, Winterfell, behind to serve his old friend King Robert Baratheon. The quiet peace of the North is over, and Ned knows his honor is his only shield against the dangerous politics of King's Landing. Behind him, a shattered Catelyn Stark keeps vigil over her comatose son, young Bran Stark, who remains a mystery in his near-death state. Before his own departure, Jon Snow gifts a unique farewell to his sister, Arya, her very first sword, forged slender and sharp for her small hands. Arya, who found no place in the world of ladies and gowns, names her new treasure Needle, forging a bond that distance will not break. The Stark paths diverge. Jon Snow rides to the icy edge of the known world, while Ned steps into the deadly heart of the realm. For Ned, the head of the king, the simple life of a northern lord is a memory, replaced by a promise made to a brother king. Sansa eagerly dreams of queenship and romance, while Arya clutches her secrets and dreams of her own destiny. The road south is the Kingsroad, a path that will cross through the diverse landscapes of the Seven Kingdoms, connecting every major house. In this season of Winter is Coming, the long journey only increases the dread and the weight of the oaths being tested. Banners of lion and stag sigils fly high, representing the fragile political alliance between House Baratheon and House Lannister that Ned is walking into. The world of Winterfell is left behind, and the era of Stark innocence is over. After days of riding north through the freezing wilderness, Jon Snow beholds the legendary monument of ice, the Wall. 700 feet of solid ice, stretching from sea to sea, it is the only thing protecting the realm of men from the terrors beyond.
At its base lies Castle Black, a bleak and unfortified stronghold that is the permanent home of the Night's Watch. Inside its gates, Jon steps into a world completely devoid of comfort, color, or honor. Tyrion Lannister, visiting out of pure intellectual curiosity, offers wisdom to the idealistic young bastard about his new home. Tyrion shatters Jon's romantic notions, revealing that the Night's Watch is no longer an honorable order, but a prison colony. It is a refuge for the unwanted, Tyrion explains, a place where you will serve alongside rapists, murderers, and thieves. Jon begins to understand the heavy reality of the vow he is about to take. Honor, like his family name, means nothing here. At the top of the wall, the land beyond is a terrifying, unknown expanse that no one in the realm truly understands. What lies beyond is not just the wildlings, but the true threat that has slept for 8,000 years. Benjen Stark knows the truth better than anyone, leading dangerous range missions into the cold dark to secure the realm. In this season of Winter is Coming, everything Jon believed about duty and honor is being tested at the edge of the world. Across the narrow sea, Daenerys Targaryen travels deep into the Dothraki Sea alongside her new husband, Khal Drogo. Exhausted from the endless, relentless march, the young princess struggles daily to adapt to the demanding life of the nomadic Khalasar. Her body aches, her language is a stranger's, and she finds herself isolated in a world where she understands nothing. Viserys, meanwhile, only grows more arrogant, demanding the Khal grant him the promised army to reclaim the Iron Throne. Isolated and alone, Daenerys finds comfort in her 3 petrified dragon eggs, a connection to her Targaryen lineage that she alone understands. Slowly, she learns the ways of her new people, finding beauty and strength in the rituals and the land itself. Guided by her handmaiden, Daenerys transforms from a powerless pawn into a true queen of the Grass Sea. No longer a timid victim, she decides to embrace her power and claim her place as Khaleesi. When Viserys tries to abuse her again, she defends herself with a newfound ferocity, shocking the brother who always controlled her.
"I am a Khaleesi," she warns him coldly, "and the next time you raise a hand to me will be the last time you have hands." The Dothraki, recognizing her true spirit, finally see her more than just a weak foreigner. The timid princess is gone. In the fires of the Dothraki Sea, the mother of dragons has begun to awaken. Back in the quiet of Winterfell, the castle falls asleep, unaware of the danger hiding in the shadows. A grieving Catelyn is away, and the comatose Bran is left vulnerable, a target for those who want to keep the true reason for his fall secret. Taking advantage of the distraction of a staged library fire, a ragged assassin slips unnoticed into Bran's chamber to complete the task.
He wields an extraordinary weapon, a curved Valyrian steel dagger with a dragon bone hilt, far too costly a blade for a common killer. The intruder moves with lethal focus, certain that this final blow will silence the child forever. But Catelyn returns at the final moment, leaping forward and desperately grabbing the attacker, starting a fierce, silent struggle for her son's life. The assassin is stronger, pinning her, and is about to finish her when help arrives from an unexpected guardian. Bran's giant silver direwolf, Summer, unleashes a fierce defensive lunge, intercepting the killer in mid-air. The protective beast instantly shifts from attack to defense, securing Catelyn and Bran and driving the intruder away. Examining the mysterious dagger, Catelyn finds proof that her son's accident was an attempt at premeditated murder. The Valyrian steel is rare and costly, pointing to a Lannister's involvement, and Catelyn resolves to ride south to inform Ned. The moment the threat is neutralized, Bran's long sleep ends, and he awakens from the mysterious coma. On the Kingsroad, the royal caravan pauses to rest along the banks of the Trident River. Arya, practicing clumsy wooden swordplay with her friend Mycah, is joined by her giant direwolf, Nymeria.
Prince Joffrey and Sansa happen upon the common game, and the arrogant prince decides to use Mycah to impress his betrothed.
Move aside, peasant. You are in my way.
Joffrey draws his real steel sword, terrorizing the helpless common boy, while Sansa watches in anxious silence. Defending her friend, Arya attacks the prince with her wooden stick, but it is Nymeria who unleashes a ferocious lunge, knocking Joffrey down and seizing his arm. Arya, knowing the consequences for the wolf, forces Nymeria to flee, but not before throwing Joffrey's prized sword into the river. "Go! You must run away! Go!" Arya cries, driving the direwolf Nymeria away into the wild to save its life from royal vengeance. At camp, Cersei demands blood. Nymeria cannot be found, but the queen will not accept justice without a casualty. Cersei cruelly orders the execution of Sansa's wolf, Lady, and King Robert, weary of conflict, grants his permission, breaking his oath of justice. Refusing to let a Lannister butcher perform the task, Ned executes the innocent animal himself, fulfilling the tragic sentence. The political war has claimed its very first casualties, and the trust between Stark and Lannister is shattered beyond repair. The political war has begun, and the winter that is coming will soon test the oaths of every family in the realm.